I have a friend, she runs like a makeup shop, and she's like, I'll only hire girls that have babies because the ones with babies have something to like work for.
So she don't hire girls that were safe?
Shout out to all the girls that had babies.
For your thing?
Because you know what? It wasn't your fault. Because it's not about you being safe. It's about the dicks being
safe. Get the fuck out of here. Like, she only hires girls that didn't fucking wear a condom?
Yeah.
How do girls wear condoms? I
mean, I get the theory. You know?
But I think she's like super like...
Her shop is in Santee Alley, bro. Like, it's fine. Whoever the fuck, she helps, okay? Welcome to Brown Bag, episode 4.
We're back.
We're back after a little bit of a hiatus because this fool was hospitalized. And we're just going to let him take the floor and tell us what happened to him. Because I have a theory. So go ahead.
First of all, fuck your theory. Man, it was just some regular shit. Like, I just...
It's regular.
Yeah, man, me and the homie got into it on some personal level shit. Really something that I want to talk about on camera. No offense to you guys, but just, you know, if you was raised where you were raised and you know, I know better, but it was me and the homie are super cool. I don't hate that fool. He doesn't hate me. We love each other. We text each other. He felt really bad, but he sucked my shit. I've sucked the shit out. Vic seen me suck the shit out of food before.
Well, the thing is too, like, I'm not trying to make it personal, but I do know that there's people that they like when we were talking about it earlier. Josh, our cameraman, he was like, "Oh yeah, like I fought my friends before." I will let you know that that's a dude thing. Because girls can't fight their homegirls and be friends right after.
Oh, never.
I think mortal
enemies. The girls are mortal enemies forever after that.
I think even like arguments, like even agree to disagree. Like my homegirl today was like, "Oh, I stopped talking to my woo woo," but I'm like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, why?" And it was because we couldn't agree. And I'm like, "Oh, fool, like if me and my homies can't agree, it's either like take it how you want, my boy, or." Fool, we could fight, fool. Like,
yes, and
but girls hold grudges.
No, yeah, for sure they do. But I think, like, yeah, me and my homie, we didn't take it personal. He just got a good ass punch on my shit.
Yeah, you're a good homie then.
Yeah, and I was drunk and I swallowed half like my blood. My lungs got infected. I could have died.
Yeah.
So honestly, it was really like a fucking like where it was like, damn, like it went from like just fighting, to like, cause I fought the homies plenty of times.
But this time it just went.
Yeah, it just, he got a good ass punch on me. He sucked the fuck out of me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the homie he bigger than me. I'm like 5'9", he's 6 feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His reach is way better than mine, you know what I mean?
Also, that's why.
Nah, he's like, shit, cause I didn't just dropped a couple big foods before, but he just he wasn't one of the ones. He sucked the fuck out of my shit, and you know? But it was, you know, it was like for sure like a little life lesson. Like, I've never been like, in the hospital that long, and I've never done drugs like that. Like, I've never been like a downer type of guy. Like when I got shot, I was off like drugs. Yeah, I was like off opioids.
Opioids?
Like oxys.
Yeah.
And I remember like when I got shot, I was taking like Norcos, but I was taking like 5-10 milligrams. You know, it's kind of like just smoking like 2 good ass blunts to your face. But imagine like,
oh my god,
I don't do
what
like.
What is this turning into? Oh my god.
You know what I mean? So I was like I didn't like that shit. I don't know how people do that shit for fun, but it was just like a little life lesson there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know your lungs could get infected from your own blood. Like,
yeah, that's wild.
Like I was like, oh.
So I'm thinking like, how do vampires live? Like, like if blood infects you.
But that's just food.
All right, brown bag.
That's not a brown bag. Also, I don't have money right now. I'm wearing the jeans that don't have pockets.
I just call him.
I didn't want to.
Just ask him how he lives.
Oh, Edward, see? He gets me. It's not a brown bag because he understands he's a little geek like me.
Okay.
I have one question and one question only. Were you wearing your bracelet de ojo at the time?
No, you guys are trip out. No, like this.
Because my theory is
that was my theory too.
You weren't wearing your ojo bracelet and you got ojo, bro.
Okay, look, trip out. That whole weekend was shit already, right? Mm-hmm. I had an event I had to host Friday in Vegas. I get to the event. It's a weed event. They already gave me my deposit, good deposit. They got my hotel room. Me, Callie, Danner, and Double P, we go out there. And bro, all right, so the hotel, we can't check in until 4. Mm-hmm. So we're in Vegas at 10 a.m. and we can't check in until 4. So we're like hitting the Swami in Vegas. We're like walking to like their mall. We're just trying to kill time as much as we can. It's 109 degrees, right?
Ew.
We go to the homie Globo's crib. Thank God the homie Globo was out there. We pull up to his crib. We go to the hotel, whatever, right? We get to the event, and then the event is we're there for like 30 minutes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, eat, my boy, eat." And it's a weed event, and Vegas is like super strict on weed, I guess, like Nevada. So I'm like, cool, fuck it, I'm gonna eat real quick and then I'm gonna go do my shit, talk my shit on the mic, type it up. The event gets raided. Like, I guess somebody panicked and like sick. So, but the foods were super dope. They still gave me my whatever I put up for you, feel me?
Right.
They gave me my shit. We take off. Danner gets the run on what we're eating. He gets the runs. He gets the shits. And he's not, and we're at the club, right? So he's just not fucking with it. It was just like the bitches we're supposed to link with didn't link. Like,
a lot of bad luck was happening.
And then, bro, that's not even the worst. The next day, we're like, all right, we're gonna leave at 10 a.m. We gotta come back to LA. I had to do like an event. Point is we're coming back to LA, right? Callie's car breaks down.
Oh no.
A brand new Mercedes.
Yeah.
Gross.
Fool, this shit, his whole shit just blows out. Oil everywhere. While we're checking the car, it starts catching a little bit of flame. Vic and Denner put it out.
Kelly,
not Vic, my bad. Little Vic, actually. My homie P looks like Vic. Yeah. P and Denner put it out. We're like stressing. Callie's super stressing. He has AAA, but after a certain amount of raise, it's gonna be like an extra 600. Bro, it's just going bad, right?
Yeah.
It's just going horrible. Thank God my homegirls that were there were leaving the same day we're leaving. They only went for a couple hours just to get drunk, and then they were driving back.
Wow.
And we're like, and then we're gonna catch a flight, everything. We come back, right? So the last time I was in Vegas, I left my ojo bracelet at the homegirl's crib in Vegas, and I never got it back.
Oh.
But I had a backup ojo bracelet at the house, and then I lost that one drunk. So, bro, my weekend was just like, I kind of felt it coming, and I was like, okay, maybe it's not coming. Maybe it's not coming because we're at Vic's party, turned up. I was going up. I think that's like the best hosting I ever did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was killing it.
I was killing it on the mic.
I can remember.
I was being a oh fuck.
Oh yeah. Letty didn't get in
because Angie was wearing sandals, so it's not our fault. It's Angie's fault.
No, it's the dress code's fault.
I've never heard nobody say you can't wear sandals. That's weird.
Yeah, like that was just the security guard wanting to be like.
That shit made me
authority
mad.
Shit, like
I was just way too drunk to like until it was too late. Yeah.
And then that night the whole incident happened. I've never been in the hospital where like I don't remember a whole day. Like I woke up and I was like, oh, it's Monday, but it was Tuesday. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But now I got a escapulario on my. Man, you know what's crazy? I used to have one like when I was younger. Like every time I get locked up for like 4 or 5 years, it was the same one.
What's escapulario?
It's kind of like the ojos, but like the one that go on you.
Oh wow! I didn't know that was the name of that.
Yeah, I've always had one, but I just like when I stop like, and then you know like I lose shit. I'm human. I lose shit all the time. Like, I'm misplacing it, but I always have something. Like I was either the bracelet, the scapulario, and then fuck, I just happen to lose so you guys, cause my mom is big on like people always say like the love of a mother is stronger than a lot of things, and I believe that cause my mom's like big on like love, and she's like, I pray for everything for you, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy but you know, I didn't have my ojo sit, and somebody was for sure hating on me because it was just a horrible weekend, fool. Yeah. I missed out on a gang of bread. Like, I was supposed to go to Acapulco.
You'll get it back.
Private jet. Like, I've never even left. The first I've been is fucking TJ, at least out of the country. And it was just like, bro, like, but you know what happens? You live and you learn. I should have not been drunk and should have not fought the homie. I mean, I should have been drunk, but I should have not fought the homie.
The guilt I had.
Because he had just left your event.
Yes, and I was like, I gave him shots. Like, we were getting drunk as fuck together. The 42. And then all of a sudden, like, Callie calls me next morning, like, Callie calls me next morning. He's like, bro, Dune was in the hospital. I'm like, wait, what? And then he told me, I'm like, that's after my party. He's like, yeah, bro, he was drunk. I was like,
oh, yeah, that was wild.
Like, you know, I'm like, oh my God.
It was so funny. On my way to the hospital, I remember like dazing off. How much blood I was losing.
That's crazy.
And I was like dazing off. And I remember the homie just bumping El Criticado. And I was just like singing to it. But they're like, fool, you gotta stay awake. Fool, you gotta stay awake. And it's like my little homies. It's like Lil Duno, my homie DJ. They're like my little babies. You feel me? They're like my little, you know, like, so the fool are like, yeah, stay awake, fool. But usually I'm stubborn. Like, push the fuck up, fool. Don't. Yeah. But this time I was listening to them, you know? Yeah.
You were swallowing your blood?
I don't think I was like oh, I'm thirsty, but it was more like I was like I've never bled that, bro. Look, honestly, I'll take getting shot on my foot again than this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because like, bro, like, I couldn't, like, you guys saw me, like, bro, like, even in the, like, bro, my fat ass loves to eat. I love drinking my soda. I love drinking.
Yeah, you're like restricted now, no?
It's way better now, but you learn that the tongue is the fastest healing thing in your body.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Yeah, because, bro, I showed them a picture when I said, it looked like they were, like, scraping it with, like, like, for it just, you know what I mean? But it's a life lesson, I guess, you feel me? It built relationships too, which is kind of weird. Like, people were hitting me up that don't normally hit me up, and they was fucking with me now. I mean, I guess it was kind of like, oh, you only fucking with me.
Yeah, and fuck those fools.
No, but a lot of people
and I know who it was too. Fuck them.
A lot of people were so concerned about Duno, though. The outpouring of love was amazing to watch.
Well, give him his flowers while he's here, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, LA for sure came out for me.
Everybody was like texting me, Callie, yo, what's up with Duno? What happened? And then
low-key, I don't like it sometimes because I feel like people just want to be chismosos.
Yeah, we didn't give them nothing.
Yeah,
Callie and Vic for sure did a great job, but like even like me, like people were trying to like get me to talk about.
It's nobody's business.
And I was like, you know, like I was raised with a certain code, and you know. Yeah. Like, are you feel me? Like, it's just...
But it also happens. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
bro.
that happened to you is regular.
Yeah, it's just you guys. It's just that I have this platform.
In LA,
I have this platform, so everything's going to just be, like...
amplified,
And when people trip out, because he was probably not posting for, like, 12 hours or 16 hours, and people start to, like, wonder, you know what I'm saying?
I think I got DMs like, hey, bro, you good? Even before...
Because he's so active on social media, so... I was even going to tell Callie, like, yo, just tell them that he's taking a break. Like, we're not going to...
Yeah, like, we were... But then Cali was, but then I felt bad because of foods. My phone was locked, and obviously I was like passed out.
Yeah.
And then the foods paid for my flight and everything.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So they were like food, like like shout out my guys from France. They were hella like
understanding,
super understanding. Like we didn't,
shout out to
but them. They were like, bro, like we paid, we trust, you know, like
like
you know, like
why you do us like that?
Yeah, and then when they heard, they were like, oh fuck, food, like. You know, but shout out them, bro. They're a great team. I'm looking forward to working with them. Me and Vic and Callie, and they're cool
Letty.
as fuck. And
fuck it. I'm gonna just implement myself in their shit.
But you live and you learn. That's life.
Okay, let's do trip out since you said trip out about that and reminded me. There's this new conspiracy theory, and I thought it was just a joke, but there's legit a group of people. It's a movement of people that want you to know that birds are not real. They legit go around protesting that birds are actually drones and that they are not a real thing. And the reason I even knew of this to begin with is because Josh told me one day while we were going home, Josh is our videographer, and he's like, hey, not high, nothing. It was fucking bright daylight. Hey, you never see birds at night, though. What if they're just cameras?
That's a good theory, but I've shot a bird with my BB gun.
Yeah, like
and people want to give me shit about the possum.
Bro, they were so mad that you get a possum.
No, like to me, I'm like, wouldn't just an easy debunk of that be that you just cut a bird open and you see that there's guts and like,
or you like feed them a little rice? You know what I'm saying?
You want to know what's crazy?
Feed them a little rice.
Feed a little rice to a pigeon. You know?
You mean bread? I've never had like rice.
Rice?
I've never had like rice.
You've never given rice to a pigeon?
No. Why have you given rice?
I've given that for like hot Cheetos.
They explode. You never seen that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's real?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm gonna try that. I mean, no, I'm not.
You're evil.
How am I
You're evil.
What?
Because your intention is to blow them up.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you ever had rats in your house and you put poison on the trap?
No.
It's a science experiment.
Bro, I was poisoning the fuck out of them traps for the rats at the crib, at the block. Well, them rats was suffering. You better get the fuck out of this house, motherfucker. We got.
Gonzalez wasn't fast enough.
It's crazy how all of this just came down.
All right, but look. You know what's crazy? That
so do we believe the theory that birds are not real and they're actually...
No, those people are fucking stupid.
Josh?
First of all, Josh, I hope you're not part of the movement.
Okay, he doesn't want to be on camera.
I hope you don't meet every Wednesday to just talk about how birds aren't real, because that's so fucking stupid, bro.
In a random loft in downtown,
hey guys,
they catch pigeons and they're like fucking test them and shit. I don't know.
Well, what he told me, because he doesn't want to be on camera, but he told me his comments. So he wants them to be heard by the world.
Okay, yeah, let's hear him.
Is that it's really weird that they're always in groups. And so it's very, what is it, Josh? It's very, like, suspicious.
Yeah, it just don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense that
there's surveillance.
They're in a line.
They're always at the streetlight poles.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Why are they always at the
government
poles?
needs to... the government needs to survey us like more than they already do. Look what we fucking have in our pockets, bro.
Like,
look what we have in our fucking pockets. I can say birds right now, and then on Instagram I'm gonna get bird ads. Like, come on, bro. Legit. Like, they are surveilling us right now.
You wanna know what's crazy?
Josh is
you wanna know what's crazy? You know how many homies would have been in jail if birds were surveilling?
Oh, true.
No, look. You know how many homies were caught by birds and not by the cops?
Look, hold on. No, look. You know how I know birds are real? Because my uncle be flipping them.
What does that mean?
The Dove Man. You ever seen the Dove Man?
The Dove Man?
The Dove Man?
Oh, yeah.
What's so fool? That I have a homegirl that's really scared of birds. She says they're like flying rats.
She has bird phobia?
Like she's scared of like pigeons. Like, bro, like, I don't like pigeons. They're rodents to me. So I think they deserve to die.
You think everything's a rodent? Last podcast you said a possum was a rodent.
That's not a rodent?
It might be.
They're in the rodent family.
But a bird is definitely not a rodent.
A pigeon is a rodent.
It's a pigeon
is a rodent.
A pigeon is a bird.
Look, fuck it. This is what I consider a rodent. Raccoons, rats, pigeons, and possums. To me, they don't deserve to be alive.
They're like cockroaches? So they're like in the... Like,
oh, wait, let me tell you more of Josh's theory. So we're like, okay, what about like, you know how like pigeons poop? Yeah. He says like that marks you for surveillance. Like if a pigeon...
Okay, you're
oh my God.
That's good luck in the hood.
There's really people that think
that's good luck in the hood. Yeah. In the hood, if a bird poops on you, you're gonna win $1 million, fool.
You're marked. It means the FBI is on your ass.
Oh my God. No, it means you're under surveillance.
Yeah. Damn, I got pooped on when I was like 9. What the fuck I do for the FBI? Motherfucker, they made me the successful man.
My car is under surveillance, apparently. Every time I get a car wash, it becomes under surveillance.
In my head, before this conversation kept going, I was like, I see more birds in the hood than in Beverly Hills.
So you're getting it. Like you're thinking like, oh shit, what if we are being
cleaner? Yeah, but they're just cleaner than us. Beverly Hills is just a little nicer.
Oh my God.
No, for real, you really don't.
Yeah, but there's no birds. There's no birds in Baldwin Park. I've never seen a pigeon in Baldwin Park. I've seen a pigeon at the block in like downtown LA. But I like saying like rats in New York City are like fucking detectives and shit.
Yeah, are rats
well, there's
detectives?
pigeons in New York City. So
New York City, bro. I'm so terrified of going to New York.
Oh yeah,
New York is fire.
No.
There's no rats.
You haven't been to the right New York, then you know how when they say like, "Oh, LA doesn't have this or whatever." It's
Soho.
Like,
I stay in Soho, the real New York.
What's Soho?
do it. I'm with it. Say it sucks. No, you know how people from outside of LA come and say like, "Oh, LA sucks," but they're in Hollywood. It's like he's saying Soho.
Hollywood is LA though.
But
Soho is like West Hollywood.
Ritzy area kind of.
That's
like
where I stayed a time when I.
But it's like going there and being like, "Oh, New York is whack."
Yeah, it's like I didn't see shit, but you know what I'm saying.
I get you.
I walked through the hood in Harlem though. Just
Fuck, one time I argued with some girl about traffic in LA.
What?
She was from like the IE. She's like, your traffic is ugly.
She's
like,
right.
Well, bitch, don't come here then.
Yeah.
Get the fuck over there.
Okay, you both are right. Yeah. Okay, let's get into Don't You Know I'm Local, because this is some news that we wanted to talk about a couple weeks back when we weren't in.
The J. Cole album. I'm just kidding. I swear to God, we should put that episode out.
Don't You Know I'm Local is local LA news.
Well,
J. Cole's album is
hip-hop is LA. But it's just, I'm just putting it out there. I'm going to keep fighting for the...
Oh, and we need
the comments love the fact that I want to fight for this J. Cole episode.
Yeah, and we need to talk about your Letty thing before...
Oh, yeah, they want to know about
Michelle Rodriguez at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do that.
I'll go with your...
Okay. So, a couple weeks back, I believe it was in South Central and San Pedro, cops raided a house or got together in like this one cop vehicle that I believe cost them $1 million. And I only know this because there was a news report where the fucking reporter insisted on telling us how expensive this car was.
Bro, this lady is so unprofessional.
Fuck this lady. But we'll get to that in a second. However, they like went and confiscated a bunch of fireworks, put them in this vehicle, blew them up, and it actually blew up a whole block. I think a couple blocks because
17 people were in.
Yeah, the actual like vehicle, like the lid flew out a couple blocks away. It hit a house, ripped it wide open. They did say they evacuated people, but it was basically going door to door. And if you heard them to get out, you had a few hours. Long story short, they really took no accountability to it, and now they have arrested a 26-year-old man who happens to be Latino, and he's responsible now for the explosion. But it was his fireworks.
But their theory is because they confiscated his pad, and his pad had a bunch of fireworks. He was like the plug. You feel me? He was the plug of fireworks.
Yeah.
And since he was like caught with the most amount in that truck, it's like his fault that the truck didn't work.
Yep.
Yeah, now they're charging him as if
in
he
connection.
did it.
So
like that, if he heard the 17 people, like, no, his backyard was perfectly fine until he raided it.
According to CBS Los Angeles, Arturo Ceja III was charged in connection to massive South LA firework explosion that injured 17 and displaced many residents in the blast zone. And my thing is, it's like, how are you going to charge him in connection? Like, so then are the police charging in connection? Or like, how is he your scapegoat at this point?
Yeah, like who
charge him for the fireworks as you should.
Yeah, who pushed the button? Who detonated the shit? You know what I'm saying? And what got me so hot is that like that's some shit they would never do in Hollywood, Beverly Hills.
That's like
anywhere aside from South Central. They think it's a fucking toilet where you can flush it down,
right,
and everything will be fine, and nobody will say anything, or there'll be no lawsuits. Yeah. But like 17 people were injured. Like, we don't know to what degree. They're not even going to tell us. Like, we don't know if somebody's in the hospital right now, like, on life support. Fucking explosion on your block at 8 a.m.
Right. Well, I also read this article of, like, a family that they said, okay, you could go back just to get your stuff. You can't go back to live there. They're still displaced. Like, they can't move back in, right? So they have to go back, get their stuff, like electronics or whatever. And that the cops also told them, you have to pay for your cars to get towed. And if we have to tow it, like, if you can't get a tow truck to come, like, we'll impound it. And it's like, dog, you just exploded my house. I have no money. Now you're going to charge me for, like, moving my car? Like, because I clearly can't.
My thing is, though, like, that stupid little bitch. I'm going to call her a bitch. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? She was like, where are we supposed to do it? On the 405? Yes, bitch. So, nothing around her but a bunch of big fucking walls.
To add context, we're going to play the video here, but there was a reporter that was on scene, and she was you could tell she wasn't from around here. You could tell she probably voted for Donald Trump somewhere.
Orange County.
I just want to be very clear about this. The particular things that they use inside this vehicle that they feel that they are not safe enough to travel with. That is why they explode them in the neighborhoods in this very, very expensive vehicle, is because they determined that it is safer to do it there than to travel with them on the roadway. Can you imagine if this thing would have exploded on the 405? Well, you know, that's why they clear the area and then they detonate them inside this multi-million-dollar vehicle that clearly malfunctioned.
And you think about the 405, but let's go back to this neighborhood where there are little kids. There are black and brown communities, people who live in that area. It does not matter. This should not happen.
Yeah, Lieutenant, can you please come over here real quick? I'm sorry. I'm just
the whole time she was more concerned with the property damage than the human damage.
Bro, listen,
that's what's concerning.
And if you're from LA, San Pedro is cracking at 8 in the morning. Mm-hmm. There's vendedores, there's kids walking with their moms to the bus stop. I'm pretty sure there's an elementary or a middle school or a high school within a mile radius of that spot right there. Like,
it's just really hurtful to be like, well, it's fine that it happened here because it could have happened on the 405 and that would have been worse. And it's like, no, that wouldn't.
And I'm like, motherfuckers, you fools slow down traffic on purpose. You could have easily shut down the 405.
Take that shit to like the middle of nowhere. But you know what's the funny part is that, so apparently the dude Arturo, he transported all those from Nevada, brought them over here in rental trucks. The dude that got charged, right? So he transported them hundreds of miles
and
with no issue, right? But the police couldn't even take it a block without that shit fucking exploding all over the place. Somebody doesn't know how to do their job, and it's not Arturo.
Somebody got pyro happy. Because low-key, you see fireworks, you want to fucking light them up. And I'm pretty sure, like, that's probably a fun part of the job. Man, if you confiscate the fireworks that you can light them up or whatever, I'm pretty sure that's cool for them.
Fuck, you think LAPD just goes crazy in the middle of the night?
You know what I do like? I like that we got, or not we, but you know, whoever did something got revenge.
Whoever did
you saw that?
Yeah.
Where they?
Well, low-key, Vic, you're the only one I saw it from. So you involved?
It wasn't me. I was at Universal Studios. I have an alibi.
How convenient.
I had nothing to do with anything that happened.
Were the
The
birds
birds?
Were the birds watching?
Bart
Simpson was.
The birds, if they had an eye on me, they would know I was not in the area. But they detonated. They set off a bunch of fireworks on July 4th, and the first round said fuck. And then
fuck LAPD.
That, it said LAPD. And I was like, that is how you get them back. Like, that shit was aerial view. Like, the Skyhawk can see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that's fire.
But also love to the good LAPD officers.
I pop.
And the LAPD call center people.
Brown bag.
Brown bag yourself.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're talking about purposes of life
protection. Yeah.
But they did do a big ass fuck LAPD, which I was like, holy fuck, y'all got creative this year.
Yeah.
Bro, but me and my homies, one of my homies jet by a firework.
No, we didn't do any illegal activity.
What?
So we're gonna move
that shit was all over
to
my
the
Instagram.
next topic.
We had it cracking at the block.
Next topic. Like you said, Bart, right? I feel like Bart Simpson is an unrecognized Latino. Because this fool says, ay caramba.
Ay caramba.
There's El Barto.
I think Milhouse is El Barto.
And he's a bad kid.
He has spiky hair.
He does like silver tooth activities.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Silver tooth bandit for sure.
Is he ours?
Yeah. That fool for sure has muelas.
I always identified with Bart like from an early age, like just his whole demeanor and everything, his mischievousness. Like, I think he's definitely a little Mexican silver tooth kid.
Yeah, he's for sure like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that fool doesn't care. He lives his life day by day.
Yeah, he beats it with his dad. Like that's all normal shit.
He gives me like. Tagger, Baracker.
Oh, he is a tagger.
Oh,
He's a tagger. And who are most known for being taggers? Mexicans.
If you go to TJ, they make piggy banks out of Bart.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do make a lot of piggy banks out of Bart.
That fool's, he's ours. We agree?
Bart Simpson.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll claim Bart.
Okay, The Purge. I feel like people are not talking about this enough. This new Purge movie is Mexican themed.
I haven't seen it.
Like, we're the protagonists in it. I went today to see it. Low-key, shout out to the theater in Commerce, City of Commerce. They sell hot Cheetos with nacho cheese. And that's why I'm like, oh, Latinos come here.
Oh, yeah.
And they also have...
Oh, well, Commerce, yeah. It's cracking. Whittier
and they
Boulevard.
also have burritos instead. Like, I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
really?
Yeah, like the menu
What is that shit
is like
called?
burritos
They have a bar,
Regency.
They have a bar?
Oh,
No. But they have the good seats too. The way that the concession was looking, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be the cheap seats. But it was like the actual recliners, and then we're eating hot Cheetos with nacho cheese, and I was like, okay.
Were you dipping?
So you were just living your best life.
Yeah.
Were you dipping the hot Cheetos in the nacho cheese?
Of course.
Or why didn't you just grab a spoon and just put all the nacho cheese in the hot
It didn't
Cheetos?
come like that.
How early
that's elevated thinking, but I did not.
How early is too early to eat hot Cheetos?
Fuck. I used to eat hot Cheetos like at 8 a.m.
Me too.
And this was
Latino
like,
shit for sure.
Yeah, this was like noon, and I was like, oh, fuck, this is not good.
What if my homie was making money off the hot Cheetos?
In the morning, I feel like you go to PE after that, you're just stomach bubble guts, like
not for sure.
Our bodies were different.
The heartburn in your throat,
Yeah.
like trying to rub
Big, you for sure ate hot Cheetos in the morning.
Yeah.
Nah, I think I would wait till at least like 10 o'clock a.m. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's still pretty early.
You're either eating hot Cheetos in the morning
You eating that shit for breakfast.
with a cup of noodle.
Oh,
that shit is
guys, when you put the hot Cheetos in the cup of...
Oh my God, I'm so hungry right now.
You want to know what's so good? Queso fresco in your hot Cheeto.
I haven't tried that.
I've never tried that, and I don't understand
Queso
how you're saying.
You know, we used to do in middle
Queso
school? Cream cheese with hot Cheetos. That shit was fire.
Cream cheese? Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I've tried that before.
Next challenge.
It's not a challenge.
We'll do that shit right now. Better than a fucking mustard.
Celebration.
Better than a mustard concha. What the
Bro,
fuck?
people were mad that I chose the pink one. They're like, Vic should have got the pink one.
Because they saw how much he wanted it.
Yeah, like everybody was like, fool, your food's just not fast enough.
Yeah, like he should have fucking said it first.
I was so upset.
What's it called? Okay, but the Purge, the theme is, and I'm spoiler alert, but not really. Basically, the Mexicans are the protagonists. They end up wanting to go to Mexico. Like, that saves people from the Purge, is going to Mexico because, like, it doesn't work in Mexico.
The Mexicans.
Yeah, it actually, like, it was dope. It was dope to see them kill it.
Yeah, I haven't even read about it. Like, I think.
Yeah, I don't know where they've been advertising because I haven't seen
You know why?
it.
Because they got overshadowed by Fast 9. Like,
Yeah,
really,
it was like I think it was the same week or the week after.
Yeah, and then Fast 9 obviously is Fast 9. And then The Purge is, I think if it would have came out on its own, I think it for sure would have been cracking.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it though. I like the first
It's a
Purge.
really good
I like the first
Purge.
Purge movie. It was very interesting.
I've never been into those movies.
You don't like Purge?
Yeah, it's a lot of action, people dying shit, but there's never
I think it's more the concept.
It's kind of like Hunger Games,
Yeah.
but just with everybody.
For one night.
Would you guys ever participate in a Purge?
My Purge would be different because I'd be like at the bank. Like, if every crime is fine, I'm gonna steal. Like, I'm gonna be a millionaire tomorrow. It wouldn't be killing people.
Wait. Is it like Purge? Like let's say what happened tomorrow. First of all, you have to worry about your kids, both of you guys.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
So I don't think your first thing is gonna be like, oh yeah, let me go to a bank.
The Purge is just.
Yes, it is because I'm thinking about my kids.
The Purge would just be San Andreas, basically.
Oh yeah,
So you're just you gotta go pick up guns, ammo. You know, you gotta make sure your block is straight. You gotta get your block in order.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta huddle up. You know what I'm saying? And then just, wait
Purge
for the
activities.
ballers
But
to
I'm
come
with
around.
you. But I'm with you. I'm down to like, fuck it. We could like
I
Uber
don't
pool
need
and go to the bank
fucking
together.
Kill people like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the bank with you.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. It's when it's legal. But also something that I noticed in the Purge. Okay, just period, right? You know how we talk about us being stereotyped in movies?
Mm-hmm.
So in the Purge, there is the KKK guy. Like, he has a swastika. This fool can't wait to fucking kill this Latina. Like, and he's just like, rah, like, oh my God, I want to kill. Oh my God.
Yeah. Fuck these beaners.
That's an AR-15 or whatever the fuck, different guns.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like, I wonder if when, not even white people, because white people can even be like, oh, that's not us. But I wonder if when racist white people see that they're like, okay, you're exaggerating. Like, we hate y'all, but like, we're not this crazy. Like, can people see this?
The guys sitting in the theater with the hood on, like, oh my God, that's so unrealistic.
Yeah, like, come on. Like
or, hey,
caricatures.
fucking, it could either be that or it could be like, I wish I could be that. KKK was probably sitting like, man, I wish I could rock around with my hood. Yeah. We should do the Theo shit real quick, the one we did off camera. Nino barbecue rival. Oh, Carne Asada. I'm tripping right now.
It's our twist.
I'm drunk too.
F, Marry, Kill. He doesn't drink anymore, supposedly.
No, I'm just stopped drinking. I'm on antibiotics.
Carne Asada, make your Nino, or make your rival. Who are the 3 names?
Okay, let's just do this random one. Are you ready for this one? Oscar de la Hoya, Canelo, Chavez.
It's not random, but
super random.
For sure.
Go, Letty.
Oh yeah, you're my rival because you're just eres pendejo, güey. Canelo, Carne Asada, Chavez, fucking the Godfather.
Yeah.
The fucking Godfather.
And I've done a lot of like drugs and shit. He's probably cool as fuck. Huh?
You know what's a trip? That a lot of the boxers have done the drugs that Oya does, but we only talk shit to Oya for doing the drugs.
Because he doesn't do them right.
You know why? You know why?
He's corny about it.
You know why? Because I feel like a fresa. Like he's like fool.
He crosses his legs when he sits down.
And I hear he's like super sophisticated, like full year. And then he's like a super jawbreaker, huh? Like he's like one of those like super.
I don't know what what?
The lingo. That he's like
he's one of them cokeheads.
Oh my God, that's what you're doing.
I feel like one of them cokeheads that takes a lot of shit.
Got the crazy job.
After bumps. He's one of the food that does coke and just takes shits after bumps.
Because like Chavez had his own drug addiction and he literally had to go rehab, like all that shit.
Yeah, but he did. He played it cool. He like beat up a bunch of food and then got cracked out.
So did Oscar.
Yeah, I feel like Chavez just does it right somehow. Like he just, you know,
he's from the motherland.
Yeah, true.
So his coke was more natural. Lavadita.
It was al 100.
Yeah, this fool's coke had rat poisoning or something.
That shit had bird shit in it.
That shit came from the pigeon.
So your guys' turn.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oscar de la Hoya, you're a fucking mamon. Like fool, like you're just a fucking goofball.
Okay,
dude.
this is this is answer that question.
I have a feeling this is gonna get cut out because all my Oscar de la Coca slander got pulled out.
I'm trying to keep us as politically correct as possible. Like I'm not trying to like ruffle crazy feathers. I'm trying to protect us.
You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is?
All this out like beep,
fool,
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. What do you mean? This fool legit. He hears this all day.
Go.
Oscar de la Coca, you're a fucking guy. He's for sure the rival. But look, you're a rival that could potentially become the homie, fool. Like I know you're probably.
Oh really? You're gonna give him a chance like that?
Yeah, fool, because he still put on for us. But like, fool, like but like, I mean. You're one of them fools that has to get beat up. You feel me? He has to come for the DP real quick.
Yeah. He for sure needs a DP.
Like, he's the homie that gets used. Like, we're gonna use you for like your nice ass house.
Go to liquor store.
But like, not go to liquor store.
Hey, you can't edit this out. I'm gonna be mad. I promise I won't come next week if you edit this out.
Okay, fine. Go.
Oscar de la Hoya rival. I'm gonna go with just cause. I'm gonna go with Canelo being my Nino cause he's closer to age. Like I feel like Chavez probably won't be as cool anymore like he probably was when he was like
Canelo's probably seen your videos.
Yeah, like for Canelo. Like I'll get drunk with Canelo. Chavez probably want to go home like with his wife and shit, you know what I mean? Or maybe not. Drug addiction maybe never.
Stop.
I'm just saying. I'm still fool.
Okay, we're not gonna slander Chavez.
My dad's a drug addict. If I could slander my dad, I could slander Chavez. But anyway, I'm gonna go with Chavez. Oh yeah, you know right. You're right. I'm gonna go with Chavez being my godfather because he's probably wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put me up on game. Mm-hmm. Good coke, bad coke. Good food.
Hey, hold on. You know the thing with Canelo, he may know where the good meat is because he got that one fucking hormone.
Oh yeah, he got the meat with the steroids in it. It's perfect. That's what I need right now. I'm on a diet, but I need to swell up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? Fuck the leave. That food's gonna come kick it. Canelo gonna be the homie.
Yeah.
You the cousin I'll beef it with.
Carne Asada, gotta be Canelo. I want to kick it with him. He probably, you know, his like sister-in-laws and shit. You know, probably bad as hell.
You see how many brothers he has? He has like 7 brothers, and they all look like him.
And they're probably all cool as fuck. They're from Alajara. Like,
they all probably have daughters.
You know, like light skin food, so you know they're.
Yeah, come on, like we're from the same part of Mexico, so it's like it's all family love.
Europeans.
And Canelo from the same part of Mexico.
He's from Guadalajara, yeah.
That explains a lot.
For you in boxing have a lot. Chavez is gonna be your uncle.
So
Chavez is gonna be his uncle.
Chavez is actually my Nino in real life, so I don't have to. So I don't have to pretend this. Shout out to my tia.
Yeah,
got it in the 80s.
Why do you tell me this? Yeah.
And then like De La Coca, you gotta be my rival.
Oh my God.
But you know what? But
you take this off.
But I fuck with like I believe in having like strong enemies. So you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he's a legendary boxer, it will make me be in training for boxing every morning just in case I don't want to get caught lacking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I like to have good rivals. That's why the other game I picked Eminem because it's like it'll just up my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay, well, thank you for tuning into episode 4. I hope that we haven't violated any YouTube laws or licenses or Spotify, whatever. And
talking about Coke?
Coca-Cola?
Sure.
Story? Or is it next week?
No, just say it now. Fuck it.
Okay.
All right, because people have been waiting. Yeah.
I'll make it fast. Here's my Michelle Rodriguez story. First of all, to give context, we talked about Michelle Rodriguez when we were talking about Fast 9 a couple episodes ago. You could look for it. And I actually had a bad experience with her when I was hosting. I was hosting like a movie premiere for that one. It's like a cartoon movie with slugs that race.
Oh,
it's like snails that race. Turbo, yes.
Yeah.
She's in that movie. She's in that movie as like one of the snails.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so she's in that movie, and then that other Latino dude that's also in a lot of movies is in that movie. He was in the End of Watch movie.
Oh, Michael Peña.
Yeah, Michael Peña's in that movie.
That fool killed it in Narcos.
That fool's dope.
Yeah.
That fool's Camarena in Narcos. Okay.
So this was like a really dope premiere because this movie premiere was at LA Live. They actually had Snoop Dogg perform. They had us on a stage. And so my job is to introduce them on stage.
Fire.
So they all come on stage and Michael Peña comes up first. Very happy-go-lucky. Very like, oh yeah. So I'm introducing them. And I think that while I'm interviewing one, the other one isn't really paying attention because there's a lot going on. There's a crowd, whatever. Like
cameras going crazy.
Snoop Dogg just performed.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to Michael Peña about the character he plays. And he was clowning that he's so much like his character. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just like this fool. Like, I think he was like a slow character. Some shit that was very like...
being super cool.
Like, very funny though. Like, oh yeah, all his bad traits. Like, yeah, that's so me in real life. So then I'm like, what about you, Michelle? Are you like your character? And I guess her character is a bitch. And her character is like also like a snail. And she also didn't see that he had just answered clowning. So she took it really serious. And she was just like, what are you trying to say? Like,
she gave you
and she was like, yeah, and I'm like,
you got pressed?
I super got pressed.
But you have to be like a...
You have to think in that moment, like, okay, she didn't get it, but also like, there's motherfuckers watching.
And you have to be professional at the end of the day.
And I'm like, oh no, you're right. Like, I'm tripping. Like, and then like, just ask another question. But she was like giving me like a death fucking stare, and I'm like, hell no, I've seen what you do your own fucking stunts in Fast and the Furious. Like, I'm not gonna touch this shit.
You're scared of the fade?
Hell yeah, who would it be?
I feel like
she would have took me out for sure.
She's an actress. They just act tough.
She was really tough. No, I think she's real tough in real life.
She's very like,
yes.
Was she in SWAT? She was in SWAT,
She was in SWAT. She could have been. But that was my story. I felt like shit. I felt it was one of like the worst, like, cause to me, that is like a moment like you want to do as a host. Like, oh shit, it's a red carpet, it's a movie, Snoop's performing. These are great actors. They're Latino too, like
she's a great actor. She's a great actor.
And I just felt so like, fuck, I fucked up. And then when you fuck up, you live it over and over again. Like, fuck, what today's...
and shit.
Yeah, she was a great actor, but now she's mediocre because she fucked with the hunger.
Traumatized.
If she wants to do it like a celebrity boxing match, would you do it?
Hell no, I would lose. Do you want me to die?
Oh, a YouTube?
You want me to end up with a fucking ripped up tongue like you?
That would be pretty cool.
No.
Oh, wow.
I feel like you got some squabble in you.
There is some, but not with her. Like, I know who my opponent is.
What do you mean? Me, Jorge, and Vic could train you.
Who would you squat?
Oscar de la Coca could train you.
Your rival?
Mike Tyson.
I'm going to have my Nino train you. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that our stories were great for you. We'll see you next week.
Shout out Oscar de la Coca.
Adios.
Do safe drugs, kids.